Kobe was getting ripped off here.
Hey, this nigga playing. Like, we need to start this game.
Aww.
23-yard line.
The Chiefs make over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yes, we won that game, Cali. I wish I should have still credited you your shit, even if you turned it to AR.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, Callie.
Yeah.
Who that weird nigga in your league, bro?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. Second and 10.
Bro. I don't know, bro. I've been in another league with that nigga for like years.
For real?
Yeah, and that's how that shit happened.
That nigga stay posting his personal life. I'm like, nigga, what you want to applaud on your back? Or like, I don't understand. Is this Snapchat or is this Twitter?
That one covers
I don't know.
29 yards. First down.
That nigga be posting the same funky ass shoes like it's hard to get phones. Like it's hard to get weed. Like, nigga, you not posting nothing exclusive, bro. I don't understand.
You know, this guy's running every
I nigga old as fuck, tree.
getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That nigga be posting phones and the weed shop. Shit, boy, this nigga crazy. Post that Addy so you can get robbed of.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You got the kids covered.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Got the baby.
Try a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
that nigga Doug
those
don't
big
get no
defensive linemen
bricks.
will take the bait
Go to
and
work,
move laterally,
come back,
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on
the
that
life
play.
is good, nigga.
That's how it happened.
Fight on these two. There's a wall on the right. You ain't got nothing.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it
Let's
himself.
go.
Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Best I ever had.
Now it's Mahomes again. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan.
Yeah.
When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
I swear. It's just because they got the dunk count all the time, so they don't ain't like they get to feel that part of their body all the time.
No, it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Like, damn, nigga, don't hurt your
something
shit.
that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Be here tomorrow. Oh yeah. Little chain. Hey, you never did send me the ID for that park though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Mahomes.
Hey, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Picked off down at the 2.
That nigga smacking his ass.
Watkins that time.
Got a pick.
Certainly not how
Right
they
on the
envisioned
2-yard
ending their
line.
opening drive here in the first quarter.
Let's get it.
Too many
Clutch.
ones in this play. First quarter, first
Let's go.
drive.
That nigga was driving.
First interception
though, for
thrown.
real.
And that last one, that
Hey, this nigga win the Super Bowl with the Colts. I'm gonna be weak. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now. Bro, you a beast. That nigga girl.
out of his end zone.
That nigga out there
Throw that side
sweating
here
with
complete
them
to
Colts.
Campbell. And he's able to get him a
Hey, you got
small
luck
cushion
back though,
before
right?
being taken
Nah.
down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Oh, you still ain't got, you still
I know
bristle?
many people
Yeah,
like to
I'm
throw
still
the tight
balling
end,
with
maybe in a more
That's
flexed out
crazy.
position because
Nigga, and my
he
starting
creates
running
mismatches
back
with his
got hurt.
size.
I don't got
But
no
slot
running
receivers
back.
do the same thing with their
Who, that
quickness,
nigga Mac?
their speed, and their
Marlon
route
Mack?
Nah,
running savvy.
I traded
First down
Mac
completion only netted
for
of
Anthony
3.
Barr.
2nd and 7.
Who the fuck dumbass nigga would do a type of trade like that? Them Vikings
I needed that.
stupid.
Yep, so I got Barr in
Niggas
there.
be green out here.
Throwing. Brissett.
Who the fuck gives up? Nigga, you can literally go find a Mac out of free
This is
agency.
going to wind up a
This
safety.
nigga gave up, Anthony. You ain't
We
gonna
thought
find no
these two
ball.
defenses, they might come to
That's
play.
crazy.
One has already come to play here.
That
A
nigga
safety
finessed the
for
shit
the
out
opening
of him.
points of the game.
Brandon, let's
Silver.
file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind
Oh,
up being
for
the
real?
difference.
So they will
Nigga, you
accept the
gotta
penalty and
record.
move
Nigga,
forward.
you got to record that shit, bro. Niggas don't be recording good. Hey, so this not that game that you doing down the street from my crib on Saturday.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Yeah, I'm going to
I
that
just have to
shit.
think the last thing he said is they went back out
Junior
there was,
gonna be
don't
up
do
in that
that
shit.
again.
Shit,
What do you think?
Wow, bro, are you
Yeah, I
fucking?
think
That
I
shit
think
should have
not only
been
did he say
big.
that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed
Either
to
one,
be
don't
in,
matter.
all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never
Yeah,
ask
I'm
the
just saying that.
play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey, defense, Elsa.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Hopefully that shit
And this one
ain't
caught
far
by
from him.
Travis
Matter of
Kelce.
fact, hopefully that shit ain't
A lot of tight
blazing
ends just use
Saturday.
their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people
Also, my
away and
nigga
catch the
gonna be
football.
cooking.
But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a carry here for Williams Darkwa. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of
Hey,
whack.
hey,
'Cause most of the
Callie, that
yards just
nigga
come through the
Eugene
air.
Jenkins, that's the
But in a
same nigga
sense,
from
it
Madden
just sets things
17,
up for
huh?
big runs like that
Yeah,
because the defense
he-
might be
he's
a little bit
solid.
off
I
balance.
knew he knew
He
that
could get
nigga,
another
bro.
first down with that run.
We played
So
with
from
that
the
nigga
36
before.
now, 1st and 10.
I knew that. I know he don't remember us, but I knew he knew that nigga, bro. I kept saying that nigga name sound familiar as fuck. You don't come across no Eugene Jenkins, you know.
Yeah,
That shit weird.
there's not a lot of niggas named Eugene.
Breaking
Off
through to
top.
get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great
Yo.
job defensively. I think he was trying to go
swear.
through his progressions,
Nah, I
find someone to
swear I
get rid
know
of the
this
football
nigga.
before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
yeah,
A great
on
job
17.
defensively. Nowhere to go with the
Hell
football.
yeah.
That led to the sack.
Don't
That
need it
nigga, he
all
got
back
the
at
little
once,
dub
but you
against
figure
me
they're
last
going to need
week.
something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd
That
down.
shit is crazy.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding.
What that,
Partner, he was
three
going through
times?
his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Got to get to the
Kyle?
26 for a
No, I
first.
said I can't stand
This is
niggas who
3rd
use
down.
the Chiefs. That shit kill me.
53's the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
And that nigga solid with them Chiefs. I ain't even gonna front.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
It's crazy because that nigga. I was low key. Before I took that L against that nigga, he was having some family issues. So that nigga Hawk back the league was like, yeah, everybody that played the team, she just gonna get a first W. Don't tag him, don't bother him. He's going through some things right now. I was like, okay, cool, bet. Before that nigga went through his family issues, he was undefeated like how I was. I was like, bet. Then just as soon as our week came up, that nigga came right back. He was like, yeah, I'm back. Played Tennessee. I said, goddamn. That nigga won too. But I was gonna get that free dub on his whole ass.
It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players.
Yeah.
We're finding athletes
that's the main street over here by the neighborhood.
And now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Oh, nigga, you literally done. You must be talking about this part right here by my house.
On play action, Brissett.
It's on Scholar Way, and it's on the right-hand side.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard
There's only
gain
one
up to
part
the
right here on Scholar Way.
Just a yard on the catch there.
And that's just right here.
9.
Oh, at the high school. On Scholar Way. Okay, that's further down. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Well, I think I'm gonna download that bitch too. I don't even know.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Where are we at?
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
That nigga's ass.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And
Josh Gordon 4 or 5 times into the league. AB good.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
Them niggas come back. He's strapped.
He's distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's complete to Kelsey. Travis Kelsey. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 81 yards.
That's one thing I don't like on the new Madden. Like, if a nigga get in front of you, it's
pretty impressive,
like,
Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone. From your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more
jump
like
in
a
the air, interception, turnaround shit where he land on his back.
You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I got trick this side. I got trick. Keep 15. Keep 15.
A carry for Foreman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Bissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Bissett. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Oh, good spot.
First carry for their fullback. And the Chiefs D closes.
I didn't even move. Wow,
It's
like they know I'm a passer that made me get that front glitch.
That shit fucking good.
He's in on him again, and they drop him behind the line.
Good shit. Big niggas working down.
Ready? 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got you. Mike, check. 59. Hey, pick your game up.
I swear.
59 Mike. Check. 59. Get ready.
On 3rd down, Brissett letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught, Kelsey, left side. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal sheared. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That nigga quit the match, actually.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They fucking dogging.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throw left side complete. It's Campbell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Fast.
Mike, 53, Mike, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 5'9", tackle.
Oh, good.
Check 59, Mike.
Brissett again. Looking deep here for Ebron.
Oh.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Yeah, we might.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Brissett. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh! Why is he doing this shit?
Now Brissett.
These niggas are
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Why
Let's
is
just
it
face
making
it.
me do it
This
like
offensive
that,
line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm gonna flushed it with one hand.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Man,
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
every time
because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
Man, I had 2 nice passes that were open and got picked off. We got this nigga. Mahomes the fumble. They recovered.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
In front.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You got three down. Jim.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brissett. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, why did it bump me like that?
Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. The message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
So good. In the head.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Brissett now. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
He's checking.
That's the next one.
They'll run with Foreman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brissett. From left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Be a long game for you. Hey, motion. Mike, check, 59. Here it comes.
Throwing, Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 33 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
You don't want drama, capiche.
That's fielded in the end zone.
I take this serious. You niggas just my comic relief.
As he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Mahomes is going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
That shit is fucking speeding.
They're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all.
Fuck.
To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
We gonna link up on the 33rd.
Right side, Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Another nice pick up through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, shit.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
He got a punt.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist to the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims
of the West Coast offense is you
either throw a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Brissett sets to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
That probably sealed it right there.
Happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On the run, Darkwan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I'm calling social services.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm the 250. I said I'm calling social child protective services.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, man, it took me too long to make adjustments on this dude. Fuck. I ain't got to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
48 Mike, 48 Mike. Ain't no size 7, let's go. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48, my man.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
I can't wait till my kids hit me with that shit.
Well, they weren't
I'm
scared
calling
to let
social
it fly,
services.
but
We're
it falls to
calling
the
right
ground
now.
and
Told
brings
them to
up
come
4th
pick your
down.
ass up.
All right,
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they
Wait for them to
know
utter that
that they
shit.
pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to
my
give
mama
the
told
football
me,
up and sweat it out
I'm
on
gonna
the
fuck your
sideline.
ass while they on the. I'm gonna fuck your ass up while they on the way. And I'm gonna fuck your ass up when I get out.
Yep.
Exactly what my mama told me.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
I don't know if it's just me or if this nigga's running cover 4 all game.
Because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
I had to get on a nigga helmet yesterday. That nigga ran cover 4 quarters. Hey, Cali, I mean the entire game, bro. Every defensive play was that. Then at the end of the game, the commission booted him out.
That'll be a safety. Well, there is
My
still
bad.
time to recover from
That
this.
nigga-
It remains a
that nigga,
2-score game, even with the 2 points
That nigga
there. But
DM me
let's
was
just
like, my
say,
bad, man. I'm a
things not
meat
trending in the right
I didn't know you
direction.
kind
I
of
like
lose
that
like
phrase.
that.
I'm going to say
Like,
it
bro,
along with
what
you.
the
Things
fuck?
are definitely not
What
trending
you
in the
mean?
right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points
Whatever the
and a lot of hope.
NET mute shit is
So
that
that
the
one will
niggas be
be
playing.
accepted.
Oh, Ultimate Team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mutt. I call that shit mute.
That shit's trash.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this
I
drive.
said
There are
that
2
shit's
scores
fine.
on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. to keep
That
up with
nigga
your
called
theme there,
cover
keep
4
away.
quarters.
First downs,
Every
they can't
defensive
touch the
play
ball.
from quarter 1 to quarter
Well, that
4.
play looks familiar because we
I
saw
said,
them
I ain't
working
never
on it
seen
in
no
practice
shit
this
like
week.
that.
And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Darkwa. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's Darkwa.
I just shook. I'm going to step out of bounds.
Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Here's Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 62 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
That nigga ain't like...
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. Because some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. 62 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
She lost the play.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He can run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Hey, let's go. That's what he get for showboating.
Cut to the right and some open field here.
Would you rip his ass?
Yeah, he was so he's up 28-14, but I just stripped him for 6. Now it's 21-28 with 1 minute and 41 seconds left. I don't got no timeouts
get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
Yep.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team moving?
I adjusted way too late. I figured out a defense that he couldn't really.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Man woke up superhuman.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish
you
this
know my
one.
life is crazy. Look at my DMs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Yellow. That's a line. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12
Shit,
teams when the
me and
playoffs
you
begin
supposed to
that
line
still
it
has a
up.
chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start.
We up already,
that
Kelly?
ended for them.
Yeah.
But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next
we can
season.
play tonight.
So that'll do it for us, for my partner, Charles Davis.
We can play
hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgate to grab some of that barbecue.
Shots, smoking these blunts, fucking chilling in day. You got a game on Madden? Oh, baby, bro. Oh, baby. I don't blame you at all. Hey, but nigga, so what's the deal though, cuz? You coming through or what? Tomorrow night? Nigga.